What's up, my loves? My name is Paige, this is Paige with Paige, and today we're going to be doing the Do I Have That Other Book challenge. So, yeah. Don't forget to use my code PAGE10 at the Bookish Bean code to get 10% off your order. I've removed Alyssa's beautiful things from my shelves, just so we don't knock those over. I've got Ash with the questions and the stopwatch behind. Alright, so he's going to read them out. I'm going to find the books and then talk through the questions and my responses after, so then we can stop the timer.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, and we're going. Do you have a book with a fox on the cover or part of the plot? Do you have a book that was published the year you were born or within a 3-year radius?
No, first published.
Nice. 3. Do you have a book with music as a weapon or magic?
Shit. Weapon or magic? Weapon? How the fuck uses weapon?
Uses music as a weapon or magic.
Music. God, if I don't own fucking bee shrubs, doohickeys. Music. What are those? Oh my god! This is not good! Music! Who the fuck uses music? Music. I would have no fucking idea. Oh shit, there was a character that had it. No, skip.
Skip?
I'll come back.
Right.
Do you have a series with mismatched covers?
Yes, definitely. Royal Assassin and fucking Assassin's Apprentice.
Cool. The poor book.
I know.
Do you have a book with a shapeshifter?
Shapeshifter.
Which one? I don't know, this one. Dracula. Any of them with a werewolf in it. Like a single werewolf in the book. You've read Twilight, where is it? Oh. Shapeshifter, I know I have one. This is only one, but... Mostly. Is there a shapeshifter in the brains?
Do you have a book signed by the author?
yes.
Do you have a book with a mostly red cover? Okay. Do you have a book between 287 and 306 pages?
287 or 306?
Do you have a book with a main character who wears glasses? Do you have a book with a title that has the same number of letters as your first name? Do you have a book with cybercrime / technology as a plot point?
Did you give it to me? No. The one you gave to me for my video. Well, I guess. Isn't it cybercrime the one you gave me? Which one? Bombshell, far right. No. Yeah.
Do you have a book written in another language or translated to English? Do you have a book written by an Asian author? Do you have a book with a moon on the cover? Do you have an illustrated children's book?
Which one? Just pick one.
Do you have a collection of fairy tales or myths?
Yeah, sure. There's only one. Yeah. that one's collection.
Do you have a sci-fi fantasy with an alliance of races? Do you have a book with a narrow front cover?
Same right with a slightly jacket. The front cover is slightly trimmed shorter than the rest of the book.
Do you have a book that includes the first chapter of the sequel?
Like every Jameson ever. Does it have one? Does that version have one? This is the first chapter.
Do you have a book with a broken spine? Bonus question. Do you have a book that covers 3 or more of the above prompts?
Yes, you still need to find your music as a weapon or magic.
I can't think of. Oh! Scott Pilgrim uses music as a weapon.
Perfect.
Also read on the cover, and does it fulfill any others?
Is it between... How many pages does it have?
It's not signed. It's not translated. It's not by an Asian author. It doesn't have a line between races. Between 287 and 306. Really close. What else? So you got your music? Yeah, so I'm done. It's just finding the bonus. So what's my time? Yay! Do you want to do bonus? Yeah, I'm going to do bonus, but I'm happy not to time it. Just take my time to see if I actually do have one. Okay, well, you've got 10:46 for your final time with everything. Bonus question. Technology/cybercrime. Technology, signed by the author, and an alliance between races. Or an alliance between races, and then story 7. Well, it's 306. Not listed red cover. What's the ethnicity of the author? Is it part of the series? No, I think so. Okay. Okay, mismatched covers is also a thing. Shapeshifter?
Bonus.
I am sweat. Thank you, Ash. So I do have a book, I just didn't find it. But you were thinking of this from the get-go.
Yeah.
So
I thought of that when I saw Asian, and then I was like, doesn't have a moon on the cover.
I wouldn't have had a clue what was on the cover. So I'm gonna go get our books and we can talk through them. Okay, so to talk them through, for features the fox as a prominent part or on the cover, Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. The next one was Year of Your Birth or a 3-year radius either side, Northern Lights by Philip Pullman. The only reason I was pretty confident this was 1995 is I was looking to do a reading vlog of books that were published in 1995. This edition was published in 1998, so it still counts. The story itself was published in 1995. The other one I was thinking of was Da Vinci Code, but that's at my parents'. The next was one of the hardest ones that I had to do, and that was one featuring music as a weapon, but I found Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Precious Little Life, Volume 1. This uses music as a weapon for sure. Next was Mitch Mack's series, and I have Assassin's Apprentice and Royal Assassin. I also have Assassin's Quest, which is in a different edition again. And then if you put any of Robin Hobb's series, I literally don't own a single matching series of Robin Hobb's. So next one was Shapeshifter, and I went with Monstrous Volume 1, The Awakening. Next was signed by the author, went with A Sprinkle of Sorcery by Michelle Harrison, just for confirmation. Thank you, Gavin, for sending this to me. Next up was a mostly red cover. Akatar. That's mostly red. It's more than half.
Yeah.
Next one is pages between 287 and 306. This is 296 pages. And again, for proof. Next was a protagonist that wears glasses. Now, Kath is wearing glasses on this cover, so I'm counting it. I'm pretty sure she does, because there's a point where she's like, oh, my twin sister's wearing contacts. Why is she doing that? Next was the same letters as your first name. My name's Paige, obviously, so 5 letters. Had Sadie by Courtney Summers. That was a pretty nice and obvious one for me. Next was featuring cybercrime and or technology.
That's a plot point.
As a plot point, so went with Gemini. It's all really like technology based and a main plot point, so figured it counts. Next was a translated work, or written in another language, and I went with The Vegetarian by Han Kang. I'm pretty sure translated by Deborah Smith. So thank you, April, for sending this my way. Next was by an Asian author, and went with Grace Lynn. Next was A Moon on the Cover, When the Moon Was Ours by Anne-Marie McLemore. Next was a children's illustrated book, and went with The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse, or whatever English I said whenever I walked it past before, by Charlie McCasey. Still haven't decided what we want. And this is illustrated. Next is a collection of folk tales or myth, and I went with Heroes by Stephen Fry. I haven't actually read this, but I'm assuming it's like the different myths. Yeah. Next was An Alliance Between Races. Was that right?
Sci-fi fantasy with an alliance between races.
Went with A Closed and Common Orbit by Becky Chambers. Next was the narrow cover.
Narrow front cover, yeah.
Yeah, and went with Lilac Girls by Martha Hall Kelly. Next was featuring the first chapter of the next book, and I went with The Final Empire, Mistborn Book 1. There is a sneak preview into Book 2. Next was A Broken Spine, ink art by Cornelia Funk. Definitely has a broken spine. Could have probably gone with like any other one, but we went with this. Then for the bonus book, Ash found 1Q84 by Haruki Murakami. This is A Moon on the Cover. It's translated and by an Asian author. Was there anything else that it fulfilled?
No, those were those things.
But Shadow of the Fox, the first book I pulled, covers red cover, fox on the cover, and by an Asian author. So, I picked one out unintentionally. But yeah, so my time was 10 minutes 46 seconds. I'm proud because I beat my 14:04, and I'm very happy that someone else could read out the questions because I think that also helped shave off the time. I'm now going to fix my shelves. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to use my code PAGE10 at the Bookish Bean Co to get 10% off your order. And let me know in the comments below, how did you find this challenge? My shelves are looking a little sad. I half want to redo them now that I've filmed this because that's been a goal of mine. But yeah, let me know in the comments below how you think you'd get along with this challenge. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to join our bookish family and see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. And I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!